Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about a alternative to the planning commission, and it is an epitaph to the planning commission. Okay. On 1st January 2015, so our government formally abolished planning commission. So actually planning commission we adopted in 1950. So this was abolished in 2015 and it was replaced by the newly created body, so that is Niti Ayog. Okay. So almost after independence, our plannings were carried in the name of the planning commission only. So with this work, so there was ended an era of the economic history of independent India. Okay. So whether it was better to revive the planning commission or abolish it has to be matter much debate among the experts, politicians, and the media also. There are so many debates regarding the abolition of the planning commission, especially this was done by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay. So it was quite emotional, so because of the abolition of the planning commission, so from 1950 onwards, so we are following the planning commission only. Suddenly it was abolished by the Narendra Modi government. So it has an epitaph to the planning commission. It was memory. So there was one report of the independent evaluation office on the former, so on the planning commission, and which is submitted to the prime minister office by late June 2014. Finally its report was submitted to the PMO, so prime minister office, in June 2014. So according to it, the planning commission was created in response to the unique challenges faced by the starting democracy and a fledgling economy. Okay. So finally, in their report, it conceived a top-to-down approach to planning, and that envisaged a dynamic central government building up the economic and social order of the weak states. So, and the report called the Planning Commission its current form, and it was function as a abstraction, and it is not a help to India's development. Okay, so that's why we have to choose another important body. So that is. So it is better to replace the body with another new body. Okay, so that is very important, and it is needed to assist states in ideas also, and for long term thinking, to help the cross cutting reforms also. Some of the major recommendations of the IEO, so that is Independent Evaluation Office on the Planning Commission, are found. Okay. So here the planning commission, it should be replaced with the reform and solutions commission, and which should be staffed with experts with domain knowledge, and they should kept free from the ministerial administrative structure. Okay. So they should keep away from the administrative structure also. And next one, the new body should have full-time representation of the major trade and industry organization and the civil society representatives and academics. So, and to capture their concerns and benefit from their expertise in formulating the long-term strategy. We should follow the long-term strategy. But in the previous year, in the planning commission, so we have some 5-year plannings. Okay, so after 5 years, so there should be a change in the government and the policies also, changes in the policies also. But in this planning commission, that is reform and solutions commission, so we should formulate a long term strategy. Okay. Reform and solutions commissions will perform three main functions. First one, serve as a solutions exchange and a repository of ideas. So, and it has to be successful in different aspects and development in different various states and districts. So, in other parts of the world also. So, okay, so it has three main functions. And next one is to provide the ideas for the integrated system of reforms. Okay, and last one is identify the new and emerging challenges, and estimate the solutions and provide the proper solutions to come out of those challenges and problems. Okay. So current functions of the planning commission must be taken over by other bodies. Okay, so which are very better designed to perform those functions as compared with the planning commission. Okay. So, since the state governments have better information regarding the local requirements, because the state government has an eye in the district level, it has to see clearly whatever the resources are available in state and whatever the solutions will be given. So this is an idea in the minds of the state governments. Okay, so the state governments have to play the better role about the local requirements, so that's why than the central government. So it has to perform the duties rather than the central government and central institutions also. Okay, so the states also should be allowed to identify their priorities, and they should implement the reforms at the state level also. Okay, the task of long term economic thinking and coordination can be performed by the new body, so which was established to act slow as a great body, as a think tank. Okay, so within the government, it should be replaced with the think tank. Okay, and finance commission be made as a permanent body, and which is very responsible for the allocation of money to the centrally collected revenue to the states, and finance ministry be careful about the division of funds among the various central ministries. Okay, so not only between the center and the state governments, but it has to provide and allocate the fund among the different central ministries also. Okay, so here the recommendations of the IEO. So IEO is nothing but independent evaluation office. Okay, so this was considered as a brainchild of the planning commission itself only. So especially on the planning commission, they were quite surprising and even shocking to few also. So whether the new body replacing the planning commission will be better, or will be able to carve out its desired aims is a matter to be evaluated and analyzed in the future also. Okay, so we can visibly find some of the recommendations of the IEO. So we can see those recommendations which are given by the IEO in the newly created body, so that is Niti Ayog. Okay, so that is nothing but a national institution of the transforming India. Okay, so this is the replacement of the planning commission.